Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, if we do say so ourselves, the Afro
Afro's
Millennial
Millennial
Podcast.
Podcast.
I'm your favorite girl, Tommy, and I'm here with your favorite boy.
T to the E to the D to the A. Tega.
Hey! Today we're bringing you ourselves as your guests.
Yes.
So suck it in first. We're going to, talk about different things today. It's just us coming here, with the vibes, cool and looking sweet and soft as usual.
I mean,
Come on now. But yeah, today is just all like cool and cozy with Tommy and Tega. We have no guest here, but trust me, you'd love this episode. All right, guys. So I'm going to let Tega give you a hint of what we're talking about today. T.
so basically, today's episode is going to be about Gen Zs, particularly about Gen Zs. Sorry to our millennial audience, but I mean,
You guys could learn. I mean,
yeah,
you
of
could
course.
agree or disagree.
Maybe
or,
you understand us Gen Zs more. All right.
Yeah. So as you all know, we both are Gen Zs, right? Are you Gen Z? Oh, you're millennial.
I'm millennial.
You
Small
wish.
girl.
So at Gen Zs, and there's been a lot of controversies about Gen Zs generally.
Yeah. A lot of myths.
People, a lot of myths. People always say, "Oh, Gen Zs are lazy. Gen Zs are rude. Gen Zs are what else?"
Bad work ethics.
Yeah.
Don't like deep conversations.
They don't like to get married. They don't want to get married. They don't
Yeah.
want to, F around.
We just like
and live their
vibes and
lives,
inshallah.
I'm telling you. But then, I mean, we're here to just talk about that, basically. You guys can tell us in the comment section if you agree or disagree, on these myths. So,
Yeah.
which one are we going to start with?
I mean, let's talk about how everybody feels Gen Zs have easy lives. Like, back in our days, we used to trek, we used to this, we used to that, we used to wash plates. Our parents didn't have to tell us. We wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, we fetch water. Now you have washing machine, you have pumping machine.
So they even try to invent chores for you. They
get-
try to invent chores for you to make it hard in their own terms. I remember my mom telling me one time, because I was like, that I didn't want to take a bus and everything. And, she was like, that's in her own age. There was not even bus safe. That when she was my age, rather, that she used to walk from her. This thing,
As
how many
in-
kilometers? What's my business? Now there's transportation
As
that I
in-
can easily take, and I don't want to suffer in the transportation life. So let me use my Uber.
I swear, things have evolved. I mean,
Do you understand?
we can't keep living in the
olden days.
let's say stone era.
Stone age, I'm telling you. But that reminds me of when I got robbed. Oh my god. And it's this same easy life that this our parents put us in trouble with. So I remember this day I was going for one of my CDS for NYSC. For our international audience that don't know what CDS is and NYSC is. NYSC is the National Youth Service Corps. We always do that. Every Nigerian citizen does that. And then CDS is Community Development Service Day. So you get to go to the local government area to work. Now,
To serve your nation.
huh?
To serve your nation.
To serve their nation. So I'm a
It's your
Canadian.
nation.
But yeah, so I remember this day. My mom was meant to drop me off because at the time I wasn't driving. So my mom was meant to drop me off and tell me to go to your CDS. This thing, I'll put you here. You walk from this place. So the distance wasn't short from where my mom would normally drop me off at. So it was easier for me. Now this day came and my mom didn't inform me on time that she wasn't going to, drop me off at the particular location that she always did. Now we got to I can't remember. I think Ikate, which is a bit
Kate bus stop.
not really far from my house, but it's not trackable, it's not Uberable, it's waste of money if you try to Uber it. So I was like, okay, mom, if you're not dropping me off at the location, can I get down now, or can you take me back home to get an Uber ride? She was like, every time, you don't have to waste your money, you don't have to use Uber, you can enter bus. Human beings, no, enter bus. So I was like,
I don't know why parents feel that if you don't go through that hardship
you're
of
not
using
well grounded,
Do
or
you
you're
get-
not properly battered or
Even-
benefited.
because what you saying it now, it just resonated with me because there was a time I was talking to my mom and I was like, I'm done with public transport, and she's like, you are a man, you need to use
Man
public
up,
transport.
eh, what?
Do you get- and I'm like, no.
You don't have to. Do you understand? We're for the soft life. Per. So
They will come for us Gen Zs now.
I'm telling you. But so I now told her that I can't use public transport. So she said, Tommy, do it. Just what you have to do, put your phone in your bag, put your 100 naira. It's very even cheap. You will love it. Love public transport. How? But it's okay. I said, no problem. Let me just try it, I got down from the car, literally did what she said I should do, put my phone in my bag, put my money in my hand, and Oh my god. I entered the next bus I saw. Mind you, I was looking obviously soft. I was wearing
He was wearing
a
a
bone
khaki.
straight and I was wearing my khaki.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm even wearing khaki. Nobody will recognize me, one. Second of all, I'm wearing the national uniform
Ah,
for the National Youth Service Corps. So people will know that, okay, maybe this one does not have anything. They'll just have that stereotype that, oh, this one is a government baby. Let's not touch her. Like say, the government baby, now they
as in, they
attack.
are, they are the
They are
targets.
the target. So I enter the bus. I act normal. So the conductor guy, there were people in the bus, by the way. They were looking like they were minding their business, but I'll get to the other part of the story. So they were looking like they were minding their business. They were comporting each other. And the conductor tells me that, oh babe, move to the front seat. We want to fill up the back and everything. And I don't understand like some particular scopes
get.
or
She's
you
an
know,
Ajebo. She's
I
not
don't
used to that
understand
life.
some particular phrases they use. I don't know. So anything they tell me, like they say, when you're in Rome, behave like the Romans.
Mumu.
So so instead that she moved to the front, on going to the front, the door was not shutting. I was like, what's going on? The guy was not telling me I should help him hold it. Like we should drag it together. Okay, now it's part of the Ajepako life. Let me help him to close this thing. One guy sitting up beside me, he wore suit, proper looking guy with bag. It looks like all these tech bros that just started, that they're trying to make a
Hustle
name or
and-
sell
yeah.
their ideas to one serious company. That's how the conductor guy said, I should help him. I should bring my other hand and hold it. Oh, I didn't know that operation was going on beside me. The chef said,
An
that's it. There's traffic light there. Police is in front. Let that you just come to the back seat so that we'll continue going. And then when we were done, the chef made me scattered my head. They discombobulated my life that day. That was how I came down. Oh, more as I came down, they zoomed off. I was like, this one okay. Please, I beg. I was even feeling cool. As I was about to check my bag to bring out my phone, I brought it out first. I opened the bag rather. I did not see any phone. I said, it's a lie. I went to the point at which they dropped me. I said, it
Maybe
has
the
to be
phone
here.
dropped.
One guy now passed me. And I did not answer the phone. And I said, sorry, bros, please, did you see any phone? Please, did you take any phone? Can I? It was embarrassing for the man, but
As in, are you
I
mad?
had to do what I had to do. It was a freaking 12 Pro Max. Are you joking with me? And that phone, I just got it this year. So imagine. So I went to meet him. I was like, sir, you're like, no, don't do that. Like, you can't search me. I was like, please. That's how another guy came and said, God, what happened? And I told them that, I just came down from a bus and I can't find my phone. And this man passed me. So he now looked as if I was blaming the guy.
Yeah.
So the other guy now begged him that just show if you're not with the phone, just I beg, open your pocket, make sure
Yo.
check. He opened it, nothing there. I started losing my mind. I lost my mind. Like, you know how you never expected, like, shock has never happened to me in my life. That kind of thing has never happened to me. I started crying. Like, I don't even know where the tears came out from. I not cried in like years. I started crying. In fact, right now I want to cry. But I started crying. That's how they're like, calm down, calm down. That's how one guy just stopped as he was driving. He saw me crying in my khaki. So he stopped. I thought this one wanted to check me, but I don't even want to hear. Let me just use your phone and call my mom and my daddy. He now stopped. And I said, what happened to you, young girl? I told him what happened. I couldn't find my phone. I just thought that the boss, they stole my phone. He now gave me the phone. He said I should call my father. I called my father. I called my mom because she dropped me first. So I called her. She wasn't picking. I was like, Jesus. I was never going to call my dad because I know the kind of man my dad. My dad is a soldier. My dad is a military man. He's so strict. I called him. The first thing this man said, is that why you're crying on the road? You're not smart. Yeah.
No,
That
it shouldn't
broke
have.
me. That broke me like times 100. I just said, oh, is that what you say? I just hung up and left. That's how those guys took me to my local government area. It was another roller coaster entirely. Now, my phone case was that phone case that had like pouches, so you can put your card in it. So all this time I was crying and they were operating in my bank account. I did not know they were operating in my bank account, and I did not know. I wasn't aware. I know that, of course, a lot of you will be like, why didn't you block your kidney fast? Trust me, it's
Like,
not. It doesn't come
trauma
that
now,
fast.
do you
Like,
get?
it doesn't come that fast. Do you get?
Yeah.
Like, when you experience something or you're going through something, you start thinking of the solutions at the time. Like, does it happen to you? Like, when you're going through stuff, you actually start thinking of solutions. It doesn't happen to anybody. We're all human. So I didn't realize that I had to block my card, my ATM card, and my bank, everything. That's how I
Like,
didn't
from
realize.
even what you told me, you didn't
I
even
didn't
remember that
remember.
your ATM card was in
inside.
the pouch.
I did not. My mom just later I called her and then she picked up like, hope you've blocked your this thing. No, wahala. Just cut the long story short. I went to the bank to go and unblock this thing. They had cleared my account. And guess what? It was first week of the new
As in,
month.
they had just paid
They had just
salary.
paid my salary. I had not spent money. Cleared my account, stole my phone. Wait, even if I wanted to buy another phone quickly, how?
As in, which money?
Savings. Thank God for savings because Now, that's not all.
As in,
2 weeks after this story, you people should sit down, go and grab popcorn. Because 2 weeks after, I vexed. I had some savings and all of that, and got some small funds. I said, let me buy a small phone, no. Let me buy S1EP6 or XX Max. I reached out to a vendor. How dumb of me.
an online
But then I
vendor.
think that it's still in this same traumatic phase. I wasn't ready to do anything. I wasn't ready to make a decision. I wasn't ready to take an action. But I rushed it because I was obviously very disappointed. I was very sorry. I was discombobulated. Like I had work to do. I'm a content creator. I had to take pictures. I had shoots. I even had to prepare for this Afro Zillennial because we were launching at the time. Oh my, it was crazy. So I reached out to an Instagram vendor. Everything looked so good. They had a shop. They had a souvenir bag. Someone had even gotten something from them before, an AirPods. So it was just quick purchase. Like I got a good deal, and it was just a quick purchase basically to get a new phone. Oh more, that's how they scammed me of 250,000 naira. Like as in that 250,000 naira, it was remaining 10k in my account. I said, okay, I'll manage to the end of the month. They'll pay me salary to come back. That was how I was. I was broke. But I thank God for covering my shame.
Yes.
Nobody knew I was broke, and
And
my
thank God for
God
good
answers
friends.
prayers. And thank God for good friends. Like shout out to my colleagues at work as well. Like everyone. It was even the money that they contributed for me. So he entered that 250k joint that they stole.
They still-
So of
and they
course
still
I
scammed you.
did not even tell them. I'm sure that they will be hearing this for the first time. Some of them will be hearing this for the first time. I think it was only Tega and one or two people I told about the scam. But guys, I promise you, that whole month was traumatic. It was after that scam that I even started begging the scam. I was like, I beg, life just happened
God.
to me. Please, I beg, give me go provide. You know, the guy now said, Auntie, I'm driving. I'll send your money. Yeah. I waited for days and days. This guy no answer me. He was driving, but my friends were texting him. He was answering them. Which one do you want to buy? Which one do you want to do this one? Guy, I lost my mind and I sent him curses and blocked the idiot.
No, I have to chip in
Guy.
here. I don't know. Tommy is not telling this story in total. Like she did rush, but then I had never seen her like
Oh
that
my
before.
God.
I'd never
I
seen
had
her.
to go through therapy.
Like she was literally crying. Like I remember that day she came to the office and she was in tears, and I was like, "Yo."
I remember I was swollen.
Like
was-
I'd never seen her that way. I was so sad. Like I literally had to drop everything I was doing just to console her. Then,
Yeah, whatever.
then the one of these seconds come when she messaged the guy and it was in the DMs and she was begging. I was like, calm down now. Maybe it's not a scam. Maybe he's just
Driving,
Do you get-
like he said.
So relax.
Drove for 100 hours. He was driving for 100 hours.
And that's how the guy he blocked you now.
He blocked me after I sent him courses. He's mad. Wherever you are, Dizzy Communications, like Denzel Telecoms. God punish you, Papa. God punish you. You continue to scam till you die, and they will catch you like hush puppy.
Please don't patronize them, I beg.
Denzel Telecoms calling you out. Run away, run. They are very stupid. I had to go through therapy. Thank you to my friend. Shout out to Ayo. Ayo got me a therapist because he saw that obviously it was not a good time for me at all. And I know a lot of you say, the money you used to pay for therapy, you should have just sent it to me to get a phone. Phone was not the solution. My mental health was at stake. It was actually boiling hot for me at that period of time. And shout out to all my friends. Like, I don't want to mention names now because if I miss one name, they'll call me out. I don't mention their names. But shout out to my friends. Much like appreciated like everything that you guys did at the time. Tega like was top guy. Forget. Why are you hanging me?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see
Like
that.
top guy. Like I used to stop this guy every day. Like, I'm going through it. My head is screaming. Like I was crying back to back.
Like I literally
had
had
to
to tell her
even
to
lie
take-
that I wasn't
yeah,
going
1
to be
week,
at work.
yeah.
Like I had to lie
tell
that I
her
was
because it was
sick.
bad.
Because it was bad. And thank God for my family members as well. Like they were my mom. Oh my God, you guys! I've never seen my mom so emotional. My mom felt like it was her that was going through that situation. She was like, that she's sorry.
She's the
Although
one
I
that
blamed her.
caused it.
I blamed her. She hated that, but she was like, that she's sorry that she feels the pain and everything. The money now, everything. That's sorry. I understand that you also say that sorry does not cut it, but trust me, like I've never seen my mom that down, and she felt so mad that happened to me. Like it was her that it happened to. Like shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad, even though he started like unfolding at the end of when he saw that I was actually going through it, he started like warming up to me and letting me understand that there's more to life than phone. Shout out to my church members. Like shout out to everybody that came through from the period of June to to August actually, because at that point I was going through it. Shout out to the production, because everyone here was also being carried along. They were also here supportive and everything. Like, guys, hold your friends tight, because when life happens to you,
Yeah.
especially Lagos, to shock you, like just shock.
Well.
So
We,
T,
we thank God that she has risen again.
I am
She came back stronger.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Thank
like-
God, it's not my sponsor, so it's my hard-earned money.
Yes, I mean, during that period, she took up 2 other
Eh?
jobs. Like, she was literally working like a mad dog, and I was like, "Yo, babe,
Calm
relax.
down. I
It's
was
just a phone. You get
working.
it."
And it's not even just about the phone. My phones that I lost. If you calculate everything, it's like $1 million plus for someone that is a Gen Z and is not even a
Yeah.
blown Gen Z. Like, do you understand? I worked my ass out. I'm still working my ass out because I'm still on some of these jobs, but that period is trying time for me. I'm not even gonna lie. But then my advice is that whenever you face things like that, most times it's like God trying to tell you that you're going to bounce back. I'm not trying to preach here, but I think like God actually uses it to test us, like test us to actually, what's that thing called? To first of all tell you that he's in charge of situations and you're not in control. I think I rushed too much. That's why I got jilted and all. But he's also trying to tell you to calm down and also like open you up to other opportunities, because I feel like if I didn't go through that, I'd have been so lackadaisical about certain gigs or certain jobs and would have not even learned extra things, because I've learned a lot of new things while I was going through all of that. So yeah, your breakdowns are like always a bounce back for you. Let me not motivate you, because just I'll say rubbish. But you get me.
We get you. So, speaking of what you just said now, speaking of myths around like Gen Zs, there's another one that people always get wrong, and they always say, okay, we Gen Zs are rude, and it just made me remember a very recent occurrence.
Okay.
So I recently started driving, and at that time I got my. Are you excited? Because I'm your Uber driver now.
Because I was there. This story is sweet.
So I got my temporary driver's license and all. So I had been driving well, no issues on the road. I'd never hit anybody before. Until this day that my colleagues decided to say, "Oh yeah, Tega, you must drop us today," because we all kind of stay around the
So
same
you want to
area.
blame us now?
Yes, it was you guys. So in the car, it was me at the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Tommy was beside me. Then we had Gloria and Florence at the back.
Shout
And
out
then
to you girls. Mwah.
these ones, that combination, they're like the life of the party. So they were blasting music, playing and all. But then with all the fun and all, I was still focused and all. So I was going. We got to the roundabout and all. We're about to turn. Then all of a sudden, Gloria remembers that, oh, she's meant to come down. And I'm like, God. Okay, let me see how I can go back to not go on the roundabout and just come to the side so she can come down before we now go, or we can pass another route and get to our destination. So in the process, I was trying to turn and all, and I just hit one woman's bumper.
Glitch.
I'm sure it was such a tiny.
It was just a
It
little
was so tiny.
scratch.
I promise you. All of a sudden, the woman just came down from her car and she started, "Give me your driver's license. Give me your license." I was shocked. Like normally you say, "Oh, park." She just came and people were honking behind us that, okay, get off the way, get off the road. She was like, "Give me your driver's license," until a police officer came to interfere and was like, "Madam, park off the road first. We'll settle this. We'll sort this out." So we parked, and we came out. I was like, "Oh God, what have I done now? I'm going to spend money that I don't have." These girls, they put me in trouble. So we all came out and all, and then my army of women came. This one, pocket lawyer.
Pockets. Expensive pocket lawyer.
Florence
came
too.
out ready. Me, I'm mad. Don't just tell everybody now. I'm not normal when it comes to certain things. Like when you want to even cheat me, forget it. Not talk of cheating my friends. Like you're gone. So continue the story.
Florence who came out like woman king.
Woman king, yes.
Then Gloria was the really calm one, me and Gloria. So I just came down, I didn't even see anything. And she was like, "See how you damaged my bumper? Where's your driver's license?" So I showed her I didn't even want to give it to her. The officer was like,
I said don't give them a beg, just show.
Yeah.
She was not saying, what do you mean by show? She was like attacking me rather.
So the officer took this thing, she looked at it, she was like, "Oh, it's even expiring in 2 months," because it was a temporary license, by the way. And she was like, "Yeah, it's even expiring in 2 months." She was like, "Oh yeah, where's your car insurance?" I'm like, "Yo, Like I was so surprised because I was new to all these things. It was like my first week of driving alone, and also I didn't say anything. Tommy just sprung into action. Tommy and Florence.
You know
and
me,
they
no time.
they
No
just started
time.
giving it to her
I was
back
like,
to
what do
back.
you mean? The girl was not saying that. Why did I ever call her a woman before? The girl was saying that.
No, she's a
having
woman.
an
She's a
insurance
woman.
that you must have. That is illegal not to have car insurance.
That's
People
an
cannot
offense.
afford it to call.
That if she
That
was
is an
like
offense.
she was like if the officer
If
with
you're
us knew what he was doing, now she should have
And the
arrested
stupid
us.
officer too was saying it's true. This man knows what she's saying. I said you people don't know what you are saying. Rubbish. She was not saying that. Hey, this girl, her friend
You're
was
rude.
there as well.
She was like-
Her friend was not like that. There's a way you beg somebody and she will let you people go. That this girl in particular.
they're so
according
rude.
to me,
You are
that
rude.
This girl in particular, the way you're raising your hand, you're raising your shoulder. You're this one. That you people hit this car. Mind you, there was already a scratch on that. Not
Yeah.
a scratch. There was
I don't
already
think-
like a thing there.
Yeah, I don't think I
yeah.
damaged it that much because it was just.
It was
And-
small. Guess what she now said? She said, no, people are lying. You lifted up the car. How would a Camry lift up a Camry?
Yo.
Please make it make sense. Like how? It was just a little scratch. She was just being so dramatic. And because we were so confident to actually like counter what she was saying,
Yeah.
because she was clearly wrong and she didn't have any legal authority to back up the fact that insurance is illegal. It's not illegal. It's necessary. It's mandatory to have, but it's not illegal. You won't go to jail because of that. Do you understand? She just made a fool out of herself. She's not saying that, hey, yeah, now snap it, video it now, and send it to your
I sent it to
mechanic.
my mechanic. While they
who?
were arguing, while they were busy going off on each other, I was just thinking, how much am I going to pay this woman now? What have I done to myself?
This one's such an angel.
Then she was like, oh yeah, how much do you want to pay? I said, I can't pay more than 5K. Oh. Me if I give attitude that I can't pay more than 5K. She said, what do you mean 5K? You destroyed the whole bumper.
That
You have to
5K
pay-
is even
you
very
have to
much.
pay-
We discharged your bumper. It was just small. It was only panebita that needed to come, or just carry engine oil to scrape for her.
Yeah.
ISIS,
Maybe
1K.
small spray paints though. For that side.
How much is it? She should rest.
She now said she called the mechanic. Then they started again there. After a while, she now said, anyway, her friend now, I gave her like signal. She was like, anyway, it's because of you, this boy. You're just so calm. You're
said she
calm.
wants
I'll
to
let you
discuss
go. But if I look at these girls, we will not leave this place.
Say, don't mind those girls. Don't mind those small girls. You people are like my sisters. They say, hey, we're not your sisters. Though. I'm like, yeah, if we meet outside, I'll clear you. Don't try it. Eh?
Yo, it was just crazy.
It was mad, but Lagos is actually such a fun
But
place.
then I mean, there's a difference between standing up for yourself and being rude.
rude.
I don't think they were rude. In my own, maybe because they were defending me.
No, that's not it. You said the mannerism.
yeah,
It wasn't
they were
rude.
not. They were just stating facts.
They're just confident. I feel like a lot of millennials and older generation people actually just feel like we're rude
Yeah,
because
anytime you
we're
stand up,
audacious
yeah.
and we're confident, and they never had the audacity to do that in their age and time. So they're very like shocked that, oh, why are this one so bold? Why are they
Yeah.
so confident? And look at the children that are growing up now. Most of them know what we don't even know.
True.
I'm telling you, they are so smart and so sharp. And that's how it will be. Like every generation is meant to get better because we're evolving and getting better as individuals. So you
Yes,
don't expect us to
exactly.
remain dense and dumb and not speak up for
Yes,
ourselves.
and
So
another thing is we are so exposed. We have so much resources,
Information, exactly.
information, knowledge now. So we know things.
more than you
Yeah,
guys knew. That's why people are
exactly.
still meeting us to teach you WhatsApp. Abi, what's up? In your terms,
Screens.
what's up? Instagram. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So,
other one again?
the one that people say Gen Zs have bad work ethics.
Yes,
that
bad
one,
work ethics.
I actually concur, sha. Because let me say my own experience. So I went for an interview one time, and there was this lady that was a Gen Z on the panel. There was the other people were millennials, but there was this particular Gen Z, and the boss kept saying, "Oh, that so let's say Cynthia is her name. So Cynthia, you're meant to work on it." She's like, "No, that's not my job description, sir. I'm not meant to work on it. It's for this person's team." Then I said, "I'm not part of the team. Any small thing, I'm not to." So Gen Zs, unlike the millennials and older generations, whatever you tell us to do, we do only that, not any extra things.
Well, I disagree. I feel some, yes, exactly.
Most of us,
That's what-
because both of us where we work, it can't even happen.
Yeah, because
you
my own
understand?
experience when it comes to like work,
Yeah.
like there was this time the first time I was opportunity to work on a major film set,
Yeah.
movie set. I was just a production assistant. I
Yeah.
didn't need to do much, just maybe like print side
Yeah.
and just share with the cast. Like that was like my major assignment. But maybe because I just had so much passion for the work, like
Important as well.
I was literally doing AD work. That's assistant director. So
Yeah.
everybody was calling me on the talkie. Tega, where's this person?
Yeah.
Where's that? Do this, get this,
And
get
you're
this.
a hardworking man now.
You
Tega is
know
a
now.
full spec. You should rush him. He's a full
Rush
spec.
me. But then, so I was and everybody was like, wow, Tega, you did amazing on set. And I'm like, yeah, that's how some Gen Zs are. And like Tommy said, even where we work, like you cannot not be hardworking or like
In
take up
fact,
all that
I'm
task.
telling you, and in fact, what you even get employed for is not what you end up
Yeah,
doing
end
most
up
times.
doing.
Like I'm employed for some other reason, but trust me, if you ask me, I mean I'm still in it, right? But I do other extra things.
Yeah.
Like I think the extra things are even already like taking my whole full focus and priority than the major reason why I was employed. But the other reason is not even lacking at all. But just trying to tell you that some of us are quite determined, focused, and
Yeah.
it's very good to also work where you have passion for, right? I think that's what Tega mentioned. So with regards work ethics, I feel like that's like some Gen Zs, but majority of the Gen Zs, their own is vibes and inshallah.
Yeah,
Whatever I tell
vibes.
me to do is whatever I'll do. Don't come and add to my this team, sir. Or when they say you close by your opening, your work, what's that thing called? 9 to 5. They say
95.
you resume by 9, you leave by 5. Some people 5 o'clock,
As
like
in
this, they
5
pack
o'clock
their
on the
pali.
dot.
I know some people like that.
I've
5 o'clock.
have you seen those memes on either TikTok where people are like, oh, when it's 5 that they're going or they're leaving?
Yes.
There is one popular audio, I can't remember.
Then they disappear. It cannot work for some of us. So because some of us we died there on the
I
walk,
mean,
and it's not bad.
it's
Some of
not
us just
bad.
take
I
our
mean-
time to do extra and learn new skills, which is not bad. So Gen Z is take the cue, learn new skills. Not
Yeah. Then what else again?
bad. I think
They say that we're not deep. We don't like
deep conversations.
conversations.
At that one, I concur.
we're always running away from
And
anything deep.
I think it just comes with maturity, and I think maturity sometimes comes with age. So it's our age thing. Like we're not so, maybe we're not emotionally. What do you think? We're not emotionally strong to
Yeah.
respond to some particular deep conversations or hold some particular deep conversations. That's why we run away from it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes these deep conversations come in the form of advice from like millennials, and they're like, oh, you should do this like this at this age, you should be doing this. So we don't
Or like leave us,
like,
let's do our
let's
thing.
do our
Like
thing.
we're
You get?
growing too.
So I mean that maybe that's where that whole misconception comes from.
Yeah, although I think I have like one scenario. So I think there was a time I was talking to a friend, and you know how we personally don't even like to take correction from our friends or from ourselves or from our mates and everything, or older people, like you even said actually. So this guy was trying to tell me that I did this particular thing, and I'm like, I don't think I did it. And they're like, no, the thing is that if you continue this way, trust me, you lose out on big opportunities and everything. So I think the way they even talk about it is just too serious. And Gen Z no get time for stress. Don't stress me. Like if you're not talking soft, just go, man. So we don't like to sit down and be corrected. We want to experience it ourselves. And when we now experience it,
As in,
we
yeah.
we now face the serious trials and tribulations, we'll go back to go
We'll
and
go
meet you and
back,
be like,
yeah.
oh yeah, what did you say? Let me go this way. So I think us we're just very nonchalant, and we just want to experience certain things before we actually get corrected or pick the corrections, and then find our way
Yeah.
back
I feel we should actually like just calm down and listen.
and listen.
A lot of times, if we do listen, we'll avoid a lot of
Rubbish.
yes.
You see, we're not serious. We could have used a better word there, but based on what Gen Z is now, we have to give you. I think also they always say that Gen Zs don't want to get married. Gen Zs are not serious when it comes to relationship. We just want to catch cruise. We just want to spend money, go to La Share, just vibes, inshallah, everything. What do you think about that? Because I want to
Okay.
get married. I want to be in a relationship.
I think Gen Zs
Yeah.
or the Gen Z phase is like an experimental phase. So people just want to, explore.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be tied down now. We are still young. A lot of people feel, especially guys, they
Yeah.
feel that they still have time. So they want to, I won't say play around, but then they want to weigh their options. They want to test different waters and all. So, I mean, nobody's in a hurry to settle down. And of course, with settling down, it comes with a lot of responsibility. We Gen Zs, we're not ready for
Why
that
not
now.
achieve it? For the guys, Sha.
For guys, exactly.
I remember something when you were talking. Why is it? Please, you people should answer this question. Why is it that guys feel like from when they are 30-year-old, that's when they can marry?
And now,
What's that stupid misconception?
because by that time you are established, you've played, what is Sherry law? It's now time to settle down.
Wow.
That's what me I feel though.
No, people are not serious. Because I had a conversation with one guy, and this guy was literally like, oh, he was 30. Yeah, and it was like, oh, this is the year to settle down. I'm like, sorry, this is the year to settle down. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have anybody you're talking to. So you want to capture a woman in 1 year.
But then I
marry
mean,
her. and then do what after? Then you not start fighting, then you not divorce, or you start cheating and having side chicks.
But then I feel on a more serious note, or like on a more
Millennial note.
yes, on a more millennial note, or a more factual angle,
Yeah.
we can say that men, they are like the providers, the heads of the homes. So they want to make sure they are financially stable.
Yeah.
Like if you recall the episode we had with Tai,
Yeah.
where he spoke about dependency and all,
Yeah.
being able to be able to stand on your own and all. So I think that's what it is for we men. I mean, not women, not like women, but like we men.
I get you.
So yeah, we want to be able to be like established like financially
Yeah.
before we say that okay, we want to get like serious or get married. I mean, you have to have your house. Will you be living with in your parents' house with your wife?
No, I
Do you
get, but I feel you guys don't believe in starting up something and like establishing
Yes,
stuff?
now from
'Cause-
that period of 25 to the 30, you are starting up and you are establishing.
No, I mean like with girls. No, you are misunderstanding me.
Okay.
Now I understand you talking about getting all you need to get, money, wealth, everything. But I'm talking about starting up with a lady.
Okay.
They don't believe in dating for
Dating
long.
for
They
long,
believe that
okay.
when they get to 30, because they will play. Finish girls. I like mad men till when they are 30. Then when it's now 30, they will now start saying, oh, serious now, wearing kaftan up and down. I'm looking for a wife, going to harvesters. Sorry, going to church. And they're looking for women. They will not deceive all those church innocent girls. Marry them. Now start having side chicks. What is a thing?
I mean, like
I
I
want
said,
people to know that. You people to know that is a thing.
like I said
It's a
earlier,
thing. Girls, be mindful. 30 plus men. Run.
like I said earlier, I think it's a phase. That's like the realization phase that okay, time is no longer on my side. I'm getting old. I should be married. I should have kids. I should have someone that would take my name on or something. Things like that. So I should be settled. Like I think it is the responsibility that comes with that age tag of being like 30. Like when you're 30,
You need a life partner now. Ready.
you should be settled.
So you
by
want to get
30.
married when you're 30?
Actually, when I planned my life and I looked at how I want, my life to go, I was like, okay, 30 should be like the perfect age because I don't want to rush
While I
into.
don't happen, 30 don't suffer.
I have to be comfortable before I know that before I say I want to take somebody else's
That
child.
makes sense.
Do you get? And because in 1 year you have your first child, you'll be paying school fees, you'll be buying diapers, you'll be buying Cerelac. So it's
And
a lot
those things
of
are getting more
responsibility, man.
expensive.
Exactly.
By the day.
So you need to make sure that in your Gen Z, okay, before I now put pressure on Gen Zs, but then in your
youth,
age, you
age,
should work hard. You should do something and plan towards your future.
Yeah.
But then don't put too much pressure on yourself before you say.
So there's also this thing with regards to this intimacy problem and marriage for Gen Zs. So I remember last week I had a conversation with a serious millennial, and it was about relationships and all of that.
So they are serious millennials.
Yes, so now I'll come and use you and I'm not saying much of a move. So this babe was talking to me, and we're talking about the fact that we Gen Zs were always like, let's focus on our career, let's make it, we must make millions and everything, so that no man will tell us rubbish and everything. And she was like, calm down. At the end of the day, if you get married and you have money and your husband has money, even if he doesn't have money, if you really love your husband, you submit to him. So most times we come from the angle of we want to make money so that no man will tell us nonsense. We want to make money so that no man will like use us and say, this one is even broke, you're living on my money and everything. But trust me, even with that money, if you really love the man when you got married to him, you submit to him. But then there are also stubborn ones now that will say, they will not listen to you because it's my money, my life, my money, my decisions and everything. What do you think about that? Do you think that thing has already become so, like, it has become so rampant in our generation that a lot of people just feel like just securing the back, and they don't want to, have a relationship with someone and build it with the person, or behind their back, they're just like, as long as I have my career and everything, no man can tell me rubbish, even if I get married, even if I'm in a relationship.
Well, for Gen Zs, I feel it's coming from what they've seen in the past, maybe from their parents, and from like stories they've heard in the past. Money is like
a force.
Yes, it's like a force.
This is a force.
Money is like power to some extent. So whoever is like paying the bills, whoever like has the money, whoever is the one that is providing, feels that okay, he or she is like on top or has control over the other person. So because of these things, and maybe people that come from broken homes or situations where they have like similar occurrences, they tend to feel like, oh, I don't want this for myself, or I don't want to go through what this person went through. I don't want any man to treat me the way this person is treating exactly. So they want to know that, okay, I'm going to work hard, make my own money, so nobody will look down on me, or no one will have that much power or control over me. So I get it. I get where they come from. But then I don't think that should be like your mindset
Exactly.
to make a name, or to make your name or your brand, or to make money for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you should just have it because you want a better future.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to help and touch people around you and live comfortably. And even as a woman, support your husband, not to say, okay, to have it because you want to know that you have the money.
And you start competing
exactly,
with each other.
Exactly. So even if you're like the one that's earning more, at least, like what you said, that lady said, because you love the person, you should be able to submit. So, but someone that already has the mentality that, okay, because of, if I have money, I'll be in control, that kind of person won't be able.
That relationship, that marriage
it won't work.
Drive. But then guess what? 30+ men are going for CEO girls, and most of these CEO girls, this is what always happens, that they end up divorcing. Do you understand? And not like shading CEO girls or anything, but a lot of them just have this perception that, oh, once they have money, there's nothing you tell them they will not do, because if you piss me off now, I'll fly to Hawaii. Piss me off now, I'll fly to Maldives. If you annoy me, if you don't eat my food, I will go to Zanzibar now. No, it's the truth now, because I've had a lot of conversations from girls that are like, oh, I need to make my money, secure the bag, blah, blah, blah.
So no
man will do me anyhow. To be honest, it's not just about money. You can have all the money in the world, and any man that wants to fuck you up, he'll fuck you up. Point blank, period. So I'm serious, but yeah, I think Gen Z should just be open to relationships as well. Like, a lot of us we need to heal, that's the truth. And it's because we've experienced so much at a young age. Like, men have no regard for your age, to be honest, when they act certain ways to girls and everything. So a lot of us have experienced things that we're not meant to experience at this particular age, and that affects our thinking, that affects our mentality, and you can't blame us. But my advice is just for you to keep an open mind. Just take these things as experiences that happen to everyone, humans. I'm sure our parents have also gone through all these experiences as well.
Definitely.
You know, take these experiences, take these experiences and open your mind to it. I personally have been through a lot with regards like relationship and ghosting and so many other things, but it's not something that I probably would share openly, right? But my heart is still open to love. I believe that I'm deserving of good love. I'm deserving of a great partner, because I am a great person. I'm still working on myself, actually. I'm not perfect, but I'm open to meeting people, open to being in a relationship, open to like accepting people in. It doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship, by the way, like friendships, meeting girls, meeting guys. I'm not going to bring any other person's mess into your own life or into our own relationship. Do you understand? So I feel like most of us should just have that mentality that these are experiences. Just experience it, learn what you have to learn, and move to the next one. It's not bad.
True. So I was going to ask, so like, apart from relationships and Gen Zs being in relationships, do you think like Gen Zs ghost generally?
What? Ghosting is our talent in this generation. Almost. What?
I know a lot of people hide under the umbrella that, oh, I'm busy now. I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But then, I mean, it's not an excuse. It shouldn't be an excuse.
It's a lie. Trust me. It's not. Well, I know people are genuinely busy sometimes, but it's a lie. If someone constantly tells you that they are busy, that's why they don't talk to you, run. My sister, carry your slippers and jackpa, because he knows what he's doing. He's either talking to someone else or he's not interested in you.
You see, that's what I said. Apart from relationship.
Okay, forget that one. Apart from relationship, is either they don't want to talk to you, you're not important, or
no, but you can't say that, because
or what you are telling them is not important. I ghost sometimes
because
if
I'm guilty.
Come and meet me with sorry love. If you come and meet me and you tell me something that I'm not interested in, I will not reply you. I'm sorry, like I'll not reply you, and I'll tell you I'm busy. I'll lie, but I'll not reply you.
But then I just feel that sometimes people are actually genuinely busy, because judging from me, from my own point of view, I've been very busy in the past couple of months, and I know people who have come out for me and are like, "Oh, Tega, you're not checking up on me. Why you like this? Why you ghosting? Why you this?" And I'm like, "I'm busy. Like,
you are genuinely busy.
I'm
actually also busy. Sorry,
Exactly.
sorry, just for the podcast sake. I'm actually busy.
So I mean, what I just think is that we, no matter how busy you are, you should try and find a balance. Like, I mean, like you said, it's those your friends that you are there for, I mean, that you communicate with, that will be there for you when you need them. Like, I mean, if you're constantly ghosting people and you're not there for people, or you don't have people in your close circle or people that you can relate with, when you need help, who would you actually run to? Apart from family, I know, even family too. People ghost their families under the umbrella of work and all, I'm being busy. So I mean, I think Gen Zs generally should do better. Even millennials, everybody should actually do better. But
I think millennials they're better.
Yeah,
in this regard. Yeah. And me, I was actually talking from a relationship point of view. If you're feeling a guy and the guy is feeling you, me, I always come your relationship life coach.
Life coach.
I always come for you. If you're feeling a guy and the guy is feeling you think the guy is feeling you, and he doesn't talk to you constantly, girl, he's not interested in you. Take the cue and leave. It's not hard. But with regards to life in general and ghosting your family members, ghosting your friends and everything, I feel like Tega was really correct in what he said. We need to find a balance. I'm very guilty, and I'm actually trying my best to start like going through my messages and replying people and all. It's not easy because I don't like to type. I don't like to text. I actually prefer calls. People find it awkward that I prefer calls, but I do prefer calls. If you need something important, please call me. I'll pick up.
I prefer none.
I prefer calls, so I don't like anything. But I'm genuinely busy when I'm genuinely busy. We are genuinely busy when we're genuinely busy, honestly. And we'll try to do better to keep in touch with our friends and our loved ones. And everybody out there, Gen Zs, please do better as well. Strike a balance. There could be a particular time of the day that you set out and be like, okay, from 1 to 3, I'm going to reply my messages, reply my DMs, reply this and that. I mean, sometimes I actually go through my DMs and request, like I'll just say, Tommy, this one use it, reply all your comments, reply all your DMs, reply all your requests and everything. Not reply all your requests though, sorry. Check all your requests if there's business and money there. But if there's nonsense toasting and rubbish, I'm not checking. So you get the vibe. So yeah, I think everybody should just try and strike a balance.
Yeah. As regards like the myths around Gen Zs, do you think like Gen Z fashion is weird? Do you think we have like a different kind of fashion? Or?
Of course we do. Look at Arya Star, look at Thames, look at the influencers we have, the Okolis. Yeah, I think our style is, like we keep saying, confident and unconventional. We're different. We're not just like the regular ones that will probably wear baggy jeans and we wear baggy jeans.
We wear baggy jeans,
but like not boot cuts. That is just one. Everybody's wearing boot cut at the same time. Everybody has different styles, right? There's a particular theme or aesthetic to it. I think the ripped nature of our jeans and clothes, the eyeliner thing with makeup, the subtle makeup look, skin-like makeup look, the hair colors. I feel like it's the generation, and the same thing with when we say maturity and age. This is the time to play, so it shows in all our lives, in our lifestyle. What do you think?
So I was going to come in when you said the ripped jeans and the the way girls do all this colorful eyeliner or whatever you guys do. So a lot of millennials will think that it's indecent dressing, that we're exposing too much. Ripped jeans is like rags.
Yeah.
So I mean, what do you think? Do you think we are totally wrong or we shouldn't do it?
I feel like everybody should mind their business and leave us. Let's do our thing, to be honest. Like, how is it affecting you? Ripped jeans, now you they wear I don't know. Like eyeliner, are you the one? And guess what? They actually look nice in most of these things. Apart from the things we spoke about in that Lagos thing. Of course, when you overdo it and you don't dress up clean, regardless of your style, it looks weird and awful. But I feel like we are very audacious. Gen Zs are audacious. We're confident. We're bold, and we actually don't even care about your opinion. So if you don't like the ribs,
I know. Now why you like exposed cleavage?
It's only once in a while, please. I don't even expose anything. It's just like skin.
But that was intro video.
Stop. Oh my god. But yeah, I feel like everyone should just mind their business and dress the way you dress to your generation's type. Wear your kaftan, nobody's stopping you. Wear your what do they wear in other generations? Wear your boot skirts, wear your synthetic hair. Enjoy. But that's not our vibe, right? So we're good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we're done with all the myths. Are there still more myths about GenZs?
That's the millennial and generations that are creating the myths. That's your business. So, because I feel like, regardless of whatever they think about us, we're very unapologetic, right?
Yeah.
So, we actually don't care. That's
We'll
it.
do what we want
We'll
to
do what we want to do. It is what it is.
So yeah, guys, I think it's a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. As usual, if this is your first time, wow, welcome to the family. Please don't forget to follow us on all streaming platforms and keep listening, keep watching. If you're watching on YouTube, give this video a thumbs up,
Yes,
drop a
and-
comment, share,
Yeah.
do all the needful. Subscribe.
Yes, I was going to say, don't forget to subscribe. You know, this is premium content. You can't just get it for free. Like, support the podcast. Thank you so much, because we would definitely appreciate. Also, follow us on Instagram,
on Instagram
at
as
Afrozillennial, on Twitter as Afrozillennial, and follow us as well.
Yeah, our personal handles at
Tommy Down C.
and Tega_Salubi.
Thank you.
See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.